Hey, boss man, it's me, Henhe. Welcome to the third episode of That's the Thing. Thank you for your support in the last episode. I'm glad that people shared their thoughts in the comments, on the YouTube comments, and yeah, I hope you continue to support this podcast, the future episodes, whatever. So yeah, I have a special guest today. Uh, what do I say? Okay, cut that off. We have in the quote unquote studio a pink cat. Honey. Welcome to the
Hello.
podcast.
Hello. Hi, my name is Honey from Honey, where I play games for babies because I am a baby and basically do whatever I want because it's my channel. But today I am here with Hannah. Thank you for inviting me to your podcast. It's an honor. Thank you.
Thank you. It's very I appreciate that you accepted the invite. So yeah, we're gonna talk about a lot of things. Just
Mm.
chill vibes all around. So I'm gonna tell you a story. I went to like a Robinson's branch, and then
Mm-hmm.
we just walked around, and then I saw this restaurant. I forgot the name. It was like something cheesy, something like that, and then their
Uh-huh.
entire menu was just full of cheese. Everything was cheese, and then I was intrigued. I ordered it. Me and my brother, we ordered food there, and it tasted artificial. It tasted
No
really
way.
artificial. So I noticed majority of food YouTube shorts have like cheese in them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a cheat code for views on YouTube. Like cheese this. What will happen
Yeah.
if I dip this bulldog ramen noodles in cheese, in melted cheese, right?
I
Yeah.
think I know exactly what that video is.
Yeah. So like,
Uh-huh.
what are your thoughts on that idea? Like cheese on everything, like from the perspective of like someone who just likes eating food, someone who enjoys food.
Really, honestly, like I love cheese personally. However, it does hurt my stomach. So like at some point it just gets too much, you know?
I agree.
Like I can do a cheesy pizza with some cheesy crust, but like if you were to dip the entire thing in cheese and then deep fry it, I don't know if I'd still be up for that.
Hmm.
It's like I don't know. Me personally, I'm not exactly lactose intolerant. However, it
Hmm.
does upset my stomach quite a bit as well. So eventually, like for me, I would just prefer like a moderate amount of cheese. Like
Yes.
sure, make it creamy, make it cheesy, but like buldak cooked in 100 slices of melted cheese. I gotta draw the line somewhere before
Yeah.
it gets
True.
there.
True. Yeah.
Right? Because at
Yes.
some point, it's too much is just too much.
Hmm. Yeah. Like
I don't think it's healthy.
True. True. I agree. And like if you have, for example, like I don't know, beef, like
Mm.
I don't know, beef tapa, and then let's say they add a gimmick like super mega cheesy beef tapa, and then it might be bad because
Ew.
the cheese might overpower the taste of the beef, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
that's true. Also, like, there's no balance in there
mhm.
anymore. Me, I like eating tapa with a side of vinegar because it cuts through the grease, right?
Yeah.
And then you can just taste the harmony of the beef and the fat and the vinegar and everything. But like you have fatty food and then you dip it in fat and then you add more fat on the side. It's just like
Yeah. True.
I don't think so, man. Some people like that, I guess, considering how many videos there are out online of people just dipping their food in cheese, and it's pretty much not just dipping, actually it's swimming in cheese, it's swimming in
Yeah.
fat.
Hmm.
I guess some people like it, or maybe it's just good for the eyes, right? Like
Hmm.
some people like looking at food, but they don't really eat it.
Yes. More focus on like the aesthetics of the food, maybe.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
visuals.
Hmm.
Also, I kind of suspect that the reason may be less wholesome than food,
Yeah. Maybe.
cause right, like
Yes.
at some point you just start suspecting like how much of this actually is for the food and how much of it is for a fetish or something like that,
Mm-hmm. Wait, what? Cheese
right?
fetish? What?
Actually, yeah,
There's
turns
a.
out it.
There
No, no,
is.
not
Wait, what?
necessarily like a cheese
Oh, okay,
fetish,
okay.
but apparently it's a fetish within a specific within a certain group of people where they like looking at or they like watching other people eat a lot of food, especially messy types of food.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's cheesy, then the cheese has to get all over their mouth, all over their chin, just dripping. Or if it's something juicy, then they want to see the juice just drip out of the person's mouth, something like that.
Ooh, all
Apparently it's a
right.
kink.
Oh,
I don't understand it personally, but like as long as you're not hurting anyone, you guys do whatever you want.
yeah. That's the first
As
time I've
long as
ever
you,
heard of that.
yeah, like are you familiar with Nicocado avocado?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Okay, so I listened to this one video essay. I think it was Mujin. Yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure it was Mujin, where he talked about how Nicocado started focusing more on making food videos wherein he was just stuffing his face with food or he was showing off parts of his body that were growing large because of how much food he was eating. And like that was the entire point of his channel, or rather his entire selling point, because it's those angles of him showing his growing body and
Mm-hmm.
also how much food he eats is actually the type of content that gets him the most money, the most following on websites like OnlyFans.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
So he was catering to like those types of like people who enjoy that thing.
Yes,
Damn.
exactly.
Okay.
Crazy, right? So apparently, like, he's not just going insane on the internet for no reason. It actually was for sex work,
Oh,
essentially.
damn.
Crazy.
Then how will he earn money now? Now that he's he lost
Now that
weight.
he's skinny, right?
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, like, controversy still sells regardless of the size of his
Yeah.
body.
Mm-hmm.
And even with how thin he's gotten, he still does all of these mukbang videos with ridiculous amounts of food in front
Mm-hmm.
of him and slurping them up as messily as possible. And it's like only the size of his body has changed. Apparently he's still the same old Nicocado avocado.
Yeah.
Like, all right, my guy, you do what you want, but stay away from Stephanie Sue.
Oh yeah, isn't she like the crying girl, right? Like she's crying at them the
Yeah.
truth about blank. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you follow that?
I didn't fully like watch everything, but I know that there is some sort of beef.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all I know. Like she just cried in the video, I think.
yeah, but there's actually more to it. Do you mind if we talk about it,
Yeah,
or
sure,
do you
sure,
want?
of
Yeah.
course.
Okay. So what happened was Stephanie Sue and Nicocado Avocado agreed to have a collaboration where they would eat while they're talking about things. And Stephanie Sue said that she didn't want to talk about another YouTube mukbang content creators controversy. But Nicocado was pushing for it, like repeatedly pushing for, let's talk about Veronica, let's talk about Shukbang. And even when Stephanie was actively avoiding the topic, Nicocado was just trying to get her to talk about it.
Mm.
And then, right. So I forgot to mention, Zach Troy got involved because Stephanie wasn't comfortable with Nicocado yet at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and she wanted someone else to be like their mediator or their middleman so she wouldn't have to deal with Nicocado by herself. And then there was this whole thing where Nicocado said that while they were shooting for the video, they both agreed that they would both reach for the last piece of chicken, and then they would be giving each other the stink eyes. So it's like a pretend playful kind of beef.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But when they finally shot the video, Stephanie refused to look at Nikocado, and then it made him look like a creep.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, but Zach Choi confirms that they never had any agreement of that sort. And there was also some point where Stephanie invited Nicocado into her house, and Nicocado found the Stephanie security system in her kitchen, and he was like, "Oh wow, this is so cool. Do you mind if I take a picture so I can like have a setup just like this?" And Stephanie only agreed to letting him take pictures of the house, but not of the security setup. But when she left the room to go to the bathroom, Nico Cado did take a picture of her security setup, which compromised her, of course, because it's her security.
Yeah.
And then, when confronted about it, Nico Cado said that he asked for permission from Stephanie when, in fact, she did not agree. That was not what she consented to. She only consented to him taking pictures of the house, not the
Mm.
security setup. So this sent Stephanie into a panic attack because she's had like terrible experiences with someone being pushy with her boundaries.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she had a flashback of that, and the next day when she was supposed to meet Nico Cado and Zach Choi for another mukbang shoot, she had to text them like really late into the afternoon, like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I can't make it. I was in and out of sleep last night. I wasn't okay, and I'm still not feeling very well today. So I hope you guys have a good time, and maybe next time we'll do something together." She was very sweet about it.
Yeah.
She just didn't say like, the
Like,
things you did sent me into a panic attack. I don't want to see you."
but are they friends now, or are they
No,
just
they're
not
not.
talking?
No, they're not.
Oh,
They're
okay.
really not.
That's too bad.
Yeah, and Nico Cado made a whole deal about Stephanie like ditching them without properly telling them why and just kind of being flaky altogether.
Hmm.
But what Nico Cado wouldn't tell people is that he was harassing her for a lot of things via text and pushing her boundaries even though she wasn't comfortable. So eventually, like, it was just like the court of public opinion just agreed, yeah, Nico Cado is a shit person. So yeah, that's what happened. And then Nico Cado kind of disappeared, I guess, for a while
Yeah, for a
after
while,
that.
but then boom, the
Yeah, and
two
then he
steps
comes
ahead
back.
thing.
The
Yeah.
two steps ahead thing was so stupid. He sounded like a Death Note villain or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
with the whispery voice. I am always two steps ahead. Shut the fuck up.
No, it was actually scary. Like the way he stared at the camera, dude. I was like, whoa.
Right,
Hmm.
right. And also, like, I don't know if it's because of the weight loss, but it kind of feels like everything about his face is too big for the size of his face. So like his eyes, his mouth, his nose, all of them are just too big
Yeah.
proportionally. And then he talks like, "I'm always two steps ahead." Like, shut the fuck
No, nah, he sounds like a villain.
exactly like he's. I think that was his intent in the first place. He wants to sound like some anime villain, and it's the stupidest thing, I swear.
Mm.
A lot of people are like, "Oh my god, he's always two steps ahead. He's so smart," and I'm like, honestly, I think it's a whole coincidence that he got thin and said he was two steps ahead a long time ago, but it was never really in the plans. Like, it's a happy accident that he got skinny after
Yeah.
he said
Yeah, could be.
he was two steps ahead, and now he's just milking it for all it's worth. And it's like, okay,
Mm.
okay, dude, whatever you want.
So yeah, Nikocado avocado, and then the food thing. Damn,
Yeah.
it's my first time hearing about that kind of thing, like stuffing your face with food, and then yeah,
Yeah,
first time for
right?
me.
The thing is called what's this kink? Like, One person is called a feeder. So
Oh.
this, yeah, the feeder is the person giving food, obnoxious amounts of food to another person, and then the gainer is the person who is gaining weight from all of that food.
Hmm.
And apparently it goes both ways. So there are also like theories that Nikokado never really, and his boyfriend at the husband and his husband at the time, like, never really split up. They're still together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they're
Maybe
still
he's
doing this
just,
thing.
he's just off camera.
Yeah, something like that.
Speaking
Hmm.
of food, can you talk about grilled coconut worm?
Grilled coconut worm? I have never tried that actually.
Mm.
From from what I know, like coconut grilled coconut worm is really just those really thick, fat worms that you get from the husk of coconut trees.
Hmm.
And then some people eat them raw, just dips them in vinegar and then eats them raw, and then other people grill it.
Hmm.
That I am interested in.
So have you like seen one in person before, like on a plate?
Not in person, but I heard my aunts and my relatives from the province say that it's really good. But they also never really tried to get me to taste it.
Hmm.
Probably because they think I wouldn't eat it at all. I would try it
Hmm. Yeah.
if it's grilled, but not raw. Not because of like I don't like slimy textures inside my mouth,
Yeah.
especially not if it's wiggling like
Ugh, I wouldn't want that.
right.
No, I don't want to eat like any kind of worm. I'd be scared.
You don't even want to try it, like even if it's cooked.
Uh, Maybe just one small bite, and then if I like it, I'll just finish the entire thing.
Fair, fair.
Hmm.
Grilled coconut worm does sound good though, or even fried. I haven't tried it. Not coconut worms specifically, but you know those mealworms that you can buy from pet shops.
Yes, mealworms. Yeah.
Yeah, I received like a packet of those when I was a kid. They were like stir fried and then seasoned with salt and pepper. It was actually pretty good. Kind of tasted like really dry peanuts.
You ate
Except,
mealworms?
yeah, it's good. It's good.
What? Really?
Yeah, it
Really?
was, it was really it was really crunchy, and the skin was really crispy because mealworms are already dry as they are, right? And then you fry them and they get even more dry, so they get crispy. But the only downside I think is that it's so drying in the mouth. It's worse than polvoron for real.
Mm. I like polvoron, but
Yeah,
mealworms.
yeah, right? Like mealworms, maybe not.
Maybe add cheese, cheesy coconut worm, or like cheesy mealworm.
Oh,
Maybe.
that actually sounds pretty
Yeah,
good
I might
though.
consider.
Like grilled coconut worms and then dipped in cheese
Hmm.
and with a side of pickles. Oh, that actually sounds pretty good.
You already
No,
have a recipe. That was fast.
it's less a recipe and it's more just putting things I like together.
Hmm.
When I eat something salty, I like eat, especially if it's like fatty. I like eating it with a side of vinegar or pickled food,
Yeah.
pickled vegetables, just because the vinegar helps cut into the grease. There's a balance when it comes to food, right? So
Hmm.
if something is too sweet, then it stops tasting good altogether, or if something is too salty. But if something is salty and fatty and then you add something acidic to it and it's mwah.
Yeah, maybe that's why salted caramel exists, because
Yes, exactly. Sweet and salty always go very well
hmm.
together, and then salty and sour, salty and
Mm,
acidic.
what about sweet and sour?
Sweet and sour, it really depends on the type of sweet and sour. Like if you ask me to eat sweet and sour fish, I'd eat it,
Hmm.
but I wouldn't specifically like it. But if it's like, say it's like really sour fruit, like a strawberry, and then you dip it in sugar. Yes,
Hmm.
that I like.
Yeah. Have you ever tried like eating exotic foods, like a set of exotic foods? Have you ever tried?
I'm not sure if I call it exotic food because it's pretty common in the province, but I've eaten frog before. I do occasionally still eat frog whenever my relatives send us some over here in Manila.
Hmm.
And then I've also tried eating snakes.
Snakes?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It tastes like chicken. The meat tastes like chicken. If all of the chicken was just dark meat, the juicier, muscly parts of a chicken,
Hmm.
like the chicken leg,
Yes.
that's the entire snake. That's the entire body. It's just very muscly, very
Mm.
juicy. Tastes like a chicken, honestly, but also very bony because like every slice of the snake is an entire segment of its comes with an entire segment of spine.
Oh yeah, I remember because a long time ago, I remember my uncle telling me like after he went to the province, he told me like, "Yo, I ate frogs." I was like, "What?" I was a kid back then, so I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"What? Frogs? Why did you eat frogs?" And then he
A
said like,
frog? What
"Yeah,"
frogs are yummy?
and then he said the frogs tasted like chicken. I was like, "What?"
Yeah, they do taste like chicken because it's frogs are very muscly, at least in the legs, but then the rest of their body is just all bone.
Hmm.
I would not recommend eating the entire body, but the legs, delicious, especially if you cook it in adobo instead of frying. Because frogs like have very little meat on them, right? They're not exactly the chunkiest animals. So there's very little meat on them, and you can really only get like a bite out of their legs, and then the rest of it is just really really small bits of meat off of the
Hmm.
bone. I do recommend trying it at least once in your life because it is good. It's pretty delicious. But fried frogs, if someone gives you fried frogs, ask if it's freshly cooked
Hmm.
because if it's gotten cold and then reheated, it gets like super dry, kind of leathery type of
Hmm.
texture. I would not recommend that. But freshly cooked fried frogs, good, really good.
I won't puke, right?
No, you won't.
I
You
won't.
won't.
All
Honestly,
right,
it
cool.
just it just tastes like dark meat, like dark chicken meat. You know.
Hmm. All right, I'll try when I get the chance. So like, is it grilled? Do they serve it grilled or like fried?
I like frogs and snakes best when it's adobo because the vinegar and the spices kind of eliminate the gamey taste,
Mm-hmm.
lansa,
Yeah,
gaminess.
yeah.
And then the entire sauce of the adobo just gives it a nice balance of salty and sour and a little bit of sweet. That's the type of cooking I would recommend if
Mm-hmm.
you were ever to try those.
So any like certain species or just snake?
People from the province will tell you to avoid toads, palakang bato. That's what
Mm.
they call it. And they would recommend that you eat palakang bukid, the ones you get from rice paddies,
Mm-hmm.
because they're allegedly cleaner than
Mm-hmm.
the other types.
Because I've seen like a frog before, like a dark frog, and then some
Mm-hmm.
old man said, "Oh, is that a frog? Did you see a frog? That's a poisonous frog.
Yeah,
It's from
that's what they
America."
say.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know if poisonous frogs exist here in the Philippines because I thought like very few poisonous variants actually live here. Like you'll have to go specifically to their habitat to find poisonous frogs.
Mm-hmm.
I really doubt you can find one off of just coincidence.
True. And frogs look scary though. Sometimes they look scary when you're in the dark and then they just stand there. Pretty
That's so
scary.
true.
Yeah.
Because they're just like staring off into space, like, what have you seen, little frog?
Yeah.
What have you witnessed here?
Yeah. So I want to talk about like the honeybee. So it's a cat made from
Hmm.
honey, right?
Yes.
You made like an immortal creature.
Yes,
Because
it
like
is essential.
honey is like, you know, it has a long shelf life, right?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is essentially immortal because even on the reference sheet there is a part of it where it says translucent jelly skin, gooey slippery jelly, edible and body safe. So like you can eat the mascot.
Mhm.
You can, it is edible and it just regenerates by itself, and also it can be used as a lube. That's why it's body safe.
Mhm. Yeah. 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 Wait, what?
Yeah. Because
Really?
I want, yeah, I wanted to, because I gained attention for my streams for making dirty jokes.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, my mascot has to be the same because like streamer, like chatter.
True.
So they have to be low key dirty in some type of ways. That's why it can be used as a lubricant if
Yeah.
you so pleased.
Yeah, but imagine like
But
the ants. Imagine,
mm,
right?
mm,
Right?
That
Nah.
that's true. That's true. That's true. Because I assume my honeybees would be sweet,
Ye-
so they would probably attract ants. You're right. Hmm.
Nah,
Does
now
does
I'm
honey
imagining
attract
stuff, bro. What
ants?
is this? Honey, dude? Nah,
Does honey attract ants? I actually don't
it's a
know.
sweet thing, right? It's sweet.
Yeah, but like honey is special. I
Hmm.
think.
Yeah.
Right? Like it doesn't expire. It doesn't even crystallize. If it crystallizes, then that's fake honey,
Yeah.
right?
I think
Hmm.
so. Yeah. That's why honey is expensive, I think.
Yeah, pure honey is really expensive and rare too. Like
Hmm.
sometimes like the things you buy off of bottles on shelves aren't even honey anymore. They taste like honey. Does honey attract ants? I gotta Google this.
Hmm.
Oh, it does. I see. Okay, it says Quora, so obviously this is very reliable. Quora says that when moisture in honey increases, it releases scent molecules when it evaporates, thus attracting ants. Honey stored in humid locations attract other insects. So store your honey in a cool, dry place. Put your honeybee in a cool, dry place so it doesn't attract ants. I guess.
All right, I'll keep that in
Makes
mind.
Put the honeybees in the dungeon,
True. In the
sex
dungeon?
dungeon.
What?
Ah,
Dungeon?
ah,
Oh,
ah.
dungeon? Damn, that made
300
me. That
years dungeon.
isn't that crazy? Like 300 years, and like honey will still be
Honeybee.
there.
Yeah, right? Crazy.
Hmm.
Oh, to have the longevity of honey.
Yeah. Then you have like powers and shit.
Yeah, perhaps someday. Oh, I was just listening to a podcast before we started the call.
Hmm.
Rich people have started freezing their bodies in hopes that humans will one day discover like how to revive them or
Really?
yeah,
Cryo
so
sleep?
rich
I
people.
thought that was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sci-fi.
I thought so too. Apparently not. Like people are actually doing it. So like if you can't afford to freeze your entire body, you can opt to just freeze your head.
Hmm.
So someday when the technology is finally available, scientists can like revive your head and put it on a different body like a transplant, I guess. Something like that. Crazy.
And then they can just wake up whenever they want.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm. So I heard you play FPS games.
Yeah, I do. I do.
So, like there's been a lot of FPS games lately, like Valorant, Overwatch,
Hmm.
CS2, and there's this new thing like Spectre Divide. Like you have
Yeah.
like two bodies, whatever. So like, how do you see FPS games in the near future? Like, will it improve? Will there be something new, or like, what do you think could happen to like the industry of FPS games? Will they die? Will they fall off? Or will they improve?
I think it'll only just keep improving because right now, Riot has Valorant, right? And I actively play Valorant,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been going for like 4 years, five now. Wait, how many years? Valorant. Yeah, it's been ongoing for 4 years, and I don't think we've even seen the peak of like how popular it can get. Especially because I do watch the championship sometimes, and I think we're still going uphill from here. This isn't the peak yet. It's about to get there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then it's also evolving because I haven't I haven't played that one you mentioned yet,
Mm-hmm.
but I have tried playing what's that game? Deadlock,
Oh
the
yeah,
new one from
Deadlock, the
Valve.
the Steam game. Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried it, and honestly, it's really fun. And it combines the mechanics of shooter games and also MOBA games, which are also crazy, still crazy insane. Dota Dota 2 still has competitions going on. League of
Yes. Yes.
Legends is still going on, and it's been almost,
League, really?
yeah, League is still really active. Like if you're not in the community, it's completely understandable if you haven't
Mm-hmm.
heard what's been happening. But to this day, League is still ongoing. It
Mm-hmm. I
still
see.
has a lot of followers, a lot of people interested. I think shooter games are, or at least Valorant is. I hope Deadlock and the new games catch up, or rather maintain their standing. But so far, that's what I'm seeing.
I see. Because like I've played like League for 6 years, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since I was in like high school. And then I just
Mm-hmm.
quit, you know what I'm saying? Like one day I just
Honestly,
quit. I was like, damn, this is
I
really
do know. I do know exactly what you're saying because I played League for all 4 years of my higher education. Bro, the amount of money I sunk into that game and the amount of time that I spent playing it was crazy. And when
Mhm.
I left, when I stopped playing, I thought, yeah, okay, that's the end of the league. It's over with. No, it's still going. They're still updating. They have new. I came back a few months ago just to see what's happening.
It's so foreign to you, right? It's everything's
It's
changed.
exactly. It's so foreign. Everything has changed. I don't know half of the characters anymore.
Yeah,
There are
yeah.
new characters. There is so many more skins than I remember. Like, how the fuck? How the fuck is this still updating?
Yeah.
What?
I was like, yo, what happened to where's Essence Reaver? Where's Infinity Edge? Oh, what happened to
Right?
Infinity Edge? Oh, it's this one now? Who's this
It's
new
this one
character?
now.
Yeah.
Insane. Like, oh, what the? It's still updating.
Yeah,
Cool.
there's this new like mission thing. Like you play quests for each champion and then you know the badge thing? You know when you flex your
Yeah.
badge like there's a new thing and then you have to pay
Ah, yeah,
for
yeah,
it,
yeah.
you know?
There's even a mastery badge now. If
Yes.
if you play a character a lot, if you main one specific character, you get like this badge that just gets better and better the more
Mhm.
you play that character. Like, what? I only played League before, like towards the end of me playing League. I only played it once a year just to get gold status for for the
Mhm.
for the free skin.
Yeah.
I got like three of the free gold skins. After that, I was like, oh, okay, I
Really? You
can't do
have
this
one? You
anymore.
have 3 gold skins?
Yeah,
The
I
Victorious
got.
skins, right?
Yeah. I got the Victoria skins.
Wow.
I was a sweaty league player. Oh, bro. And now I can't even do the most basic things like just killing,
CS?
killing,
Like,
killing.
yeah.
Yes, just killing minions. I'm like, I keep missing. I can't
Yeah.
time it, bro.
Yeah, like the only Victorious skin I have is like Trindamir's. Only that I quit.
Oh, understandable,
Yeah.
understandable.
And yeah, like I
Trin
still have my
is.
account though. I still have my account. I still have my skins, but I'm not
Oh, let's
touching it.
go.
What if I sell it?
I mean,
I could, right?
you could.
Maybe.
That's what I want. If I hadn't linked my League account to my Riot account, then
Yeah.
I probably would have sold my account too.
Oh wait, does the value like decrease when you link it?
No, but I can't play my Valorant account now if I sell my League account
Oh,
because they're
okay.
linked together.
All right, I see.
Yeah. I remember one friend of mine who he sold his League account, and then he forgot that he had already linked it to his Riot account when Riot finally merged League and other Riot games
Mm-hmm.
instead of using Garena.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I remember
Yeah,
Garena. Damn,
remember that?
Garena,
Yeah,
man, the red
Garena.
figure guy. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and buying Garena shells instead of
Oh
RP.
yeah, yeah, the Garena shells. Yeah,
We are old. We are exposing how
yeah,
old we are.
yeah.
Oh my lord. But
That is a
yeah,
long
that's
time ago.
true. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much what he did. He sold his account, forgot that it was linked to his Riot account, and then the new guy has both his League account and his Valorant accounts now. He can't play it anymore.
Damn.
Yeah, bro done goofed.
hmm Well,
Of all
that just
things.
happens, you know.
It just be like that
True.
sometimes. The only thing he was really sad about was his Seth skins because his
What?
main was Seth. Yeah, his he was a one trick Seth main.
Seth? Seth
Yeah,
main? Who's Seth? Oh, the guy with
Seth.
the fist guy.
That guy, the fist.
No, like he punches, right? He punches and then light comes out.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy.
And oh no, his ultimate is he like grabs you and then he jumps really high and then bam, right?
Yes, he's ass. I hate him.
Is he ass?
This is me as a filthy ADC main. I fucking hated
Yo,
bruisers.
I'm an ADC too. Yo.
See, you know how hard it is to live now as an ADC. Everyone is fucking after your ass.
True.
Everyone is trying to kill you.
Mhm. Yeah.
I love it here.
Or like for example a Zed, boom, and it locks it and you're done, you know?
God, when there
Flash,
or even when there's
ultimate.
a Rengar in the enemy team.
Oh yeah. Boom,
Oh
you're
my
done.
god. Okay, I am done. I'm done. Goodbye.
Yeah.
I hate this game.
And like nobody wants to support, you know that, and then
And nobody wants
someone just got
to
forced to support you, and then they just don't care if you die,
real.
and then they
My
take your
lord.
minions.
I remember learning to become a support main because everyone was fighting for the 80 carries. So I was like, okay. I'm support Ash, I guess.
I
It
tried
always
that
worked
too.
out.
I was so desperate. I became a Soraka main.
A Soraka main. Same. I even became a Nami. I learned how to Nami. I learned how to Leona. I learned how to Soraka just because people don't want to play support. And then it is such a thankless job too, because everyone blames you if shit happens.
True. Like, why did you ult?
Why did you ult? Why didn't you heal me?
Like, bruh, can't you just
I can't
thank me?
heal you if you ran straight towards the enemy team.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them over there.
Mm-hmm.
And you chose to 1v4 them, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
That is not my fault. I am
Yeah.
trying my best.
True. And then the last time I played, like, have you played like Wild Rift, like the mobile version of League?
I honestly refuse to touch it.
You
Specifically,
refused? I touched it.
refuse. How was it?
It's alright.
I see.
You know, the toxic people, they're still there.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why I didn't touch it.
And I was like, damn, you know what? Never mind. I'll just I'll just play single player games.
Right? Because that's honestly why I quit playing League in the first place. Because the toxicity was just too much. I was like,
Yeah, through
nah,
the
nah,
roof.
bro. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I came here to have fun, and I am getting attacked for doing my fucking job.
Hmm.
I hate it here.
Yeah.
So I just stopped bothering. I was like, you know what? All right.
Hmm.
Okay, you guys do what you want. I'm not. Bye. Goodbye.
Yeah. So I just want to ask, like, when did you start VTubing?
I started VTubing like 2021, I think,
Hmm.
if I remember correctly. I originally started as a no cam streamer,
Hmm.
alternatively streaming between my phone and my laptop because I just wanted to play Genshin Impact, and then I just wanted to like make a record of the stuff that I was doing on Genshin
Hmm.
Impact.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I started streaming it, but then the quality was so shit because I was streaming from my
Hmm.
phone.
Yeah.
So I moved to my laptop, which eventually couldn't handle Genshin Impact either because it was just too big of a game.
Hmm.
When I finally managed to save up and got my own PC, I think I started as a VTuber even back with my. No, no, no. Yeah, I started as a VTuber when I got my desktop PC.
Hmm.
And at the time, I honestly wasn't familiar with VTubers. That VTubers had lore and they had specific themes going on with their characters. Me, I decided I wanted my colors to be pink and baby blue and
Hmm.
pastel purple because I like those colors. And
Yeah.
then came the, oh, I want to have cat ears because I like cats, and that is
Hmm.
that's how my very first model came to be. I didn't know at the time that you had to have like a specific thing for your brand,
Yes.
right? Like
Like a lore
it's
thing and whatever.
yeah, the lore and your VTuber stream. So some people or your VTuber's theme, my bad.
Hmm.
Like I didn't know there were all of those things. Like one person was a whale, another person is an assassin, and
Yeah.
another is a demon. I'm like, I just like cats and pastel colors. So I'm gonna do that. So that's what happened with me. And then eventually I just kind of ran with it. Let me send you, this is
Hmm.
my very first model.
Damn,
Let
you
me
have your you
space it.
still have your very first model,
I
dude.
still have my very first model saved. Hold on. Let
All
me.
right. I have an archive of like a VTuber model that I did myself. Like I
Yeah.
drew it myself, I rigged it myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I
That's
still have it.
cool.
Thanks.
This was my very first model.
Oh.
I just thought pink and blue and purple and
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
cool. I like these colors. Oh wait, this is my reference sheet. And then eventually I learned that you can actually like download or sometimes even buy pre-made
Mm-hmm.
assets from Booth for your Vroid. So I started playing around with that too. I was like, oh, yeah, this looks cool.
Dude,
I'm
it
gonna
really
check and
looks
see.
nice. It looks nice. It looks clean as hell. Very, very nice.
I just honestly, these are all assets
Mm-hmm.
that you can get from Vroid Studio itself, like out of the box, and
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of matched them together to make something that I liked.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I really changed was the texture of the skirt and the bow, because I knew I wanted it to be pastel blue, but I also wanted it to have some white in it, so that's how it came
Yeah.
out. And then
Clean.
eventually I started playing around with booth assets, and this is what I came up with.
Boom.
Big difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the girl went through adolescent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Adolescence.
Yeah. I like it. You know the cyberpunk look thing, right?
Yeah.
I think I kind of get it from the jacket here, the hoodie
Mm-hmm.
here. Yeah, reminds me of like cyberpunk. I don't know why. The series, the series. Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, the
Oh
song.
my
You know the
god.
song? Oh my goodness.
Oh Lord, every time I hear that
Yeah,
song,
I
I
feel bad. Yeah,
cry.
yeah. I cried too. I was like, nah, that this is so sad. It wasn't supposed to be like this,
It
dude.
wasn't supposed to be like this. They were supposed to have a
Yeah,
good ending, and then no, they all die.
yeah. I wonder where she is. Like, what's her name again? Lucy. I
Lucy.
wonder where she is.
Oh, she went. She bought a one way ticket to the moon.
I see.
So we can assume that after her tour of the moon, she just kind of dies there.
Damn, that's tragic.
Yeah.
Because in the game,
I.
like in the real game, like, oh, this is David's jacket. This is blah blah blah. Like,
Mhm.
oh, there once was a boy named David, and he was like, he wanted to be powerful or something, and then he died.
Uh,
Right?
and then he died. He did become powerful, but
Yeah. Yeah,
also
like near the
highly
end.
wanted.
Near the end, he was like super buff, right?
Yeah, he was. He was super buff and just decked out with all of the
All the
uh
prosthetics. Yeah.
all the prosthetics that he can possibly get. And then I was really wondering, like, would he live? Would they find a way to like save David and live happily ever after outside of the city, maybe? And then they all
Hmm.
died.
Yeah. What if they like uploaded his consciousness somewhere, right? But I think
Right,
they
like
didn't
that.
get to do that. They didn't get to do that.
No, they didn't have the time because they were under siege towards the end of the thing.
Yeah. All right. So next is this one. So I saw I did a bit of quote unquote research, and like you learned that Irish spring soap keeps the flies out.
Yeah, apparently it
It
does.
does
That's
really.
crazy. Yeah, something in the Irish spring soap just keeps insects out. Not even just flies. It could keep other insects out too, like cockroaches and
Yo,
mosquitoes and stuff.
cockroaches really?
Yeah, so like what
Damn.
you're supposed to do is you get an Irish spring soap and then you rub it on the threshold of your windows and your doors,
Hmm.
and it drives insects away. Somehow. Something in the soap makes them go
Hmm.
away.
All right. That's good. That's a good life hack.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Try it, try it.
Because like a long time ago, because I have a window here, and then
Uh
sometimes I
huh.
keep it open, for the cold air to come in. And
Yeah.
then I had my lights off. Then suddenly a cockroach flew inside, and then landed on my mic. I was like, oh my
No!
goodness! And then what I did, I stormed out of my room, and then yeah, I was like, I freaked out, like, oh, there's a cockroach, and then I took like bygone spray, and then I just sprayed this entire room. I was really really scared.
Completely understandable.
Hmm.
Honestly, were it me, I would have just grabbed the closest thing possible and whacked it. Probably with a slipper.
Hmm. Damn, you're that brave, huh? I
You
can't
have
even
more
do that.
patience than I do, because I would just whack.
Hmm.
Fuck up. I don't want you here. You're not welcome here. Especially when it flies. Like, oh, it
Yeah.
makes me panic so fast.
Hmm.
Hate cockroaches.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. This one, you like to go to restaurants, right?
I do, yeah.
So like, do you have you ever been to like a resto, and then nobody knows a lot about that restaurant?
There was one restaurant. I don't even remember what the name of the restaurant is anymore,
Hmm.
but my sister found like discount vouchers for this restaurant off of a website. Are you familiar with Metro Deal?
Metro Deal. I think I've heard of it before.
Yeah, it's this really old website. It's gone now, but it's this really old website where you can get like different discount vouchers for different places. It could be theme parks or restaurants or hotel rooms.
Hmm.
And my sister and I liked browsing through that website, just looking for things to do. And then we found this Japanese restaurant,
Hmm.
somewhere in, was it Hilpuyat? I think somewhere in Taft.
Hmm.
I don't remember it anymore, but yeah. It was a yakiniku restaurant, and we were both like we're so used to seeing like electric grills for barbecue restaurants.
Yeah.
So when we came to this one, we expected electric grills. No, they did not have electric grills. They had these, I don't know what it's called. It's like charcoal, but it's shaped like an ice tube.
And
Yeah,
then
it's a charcoal grill, but the charcoal was shaped like ice tubes you can buy off of 7-Eleven.
mm,
And their meats were just these thin sliced meats, and the sauces weren't at all sweet, because usually I see a lot of like Japanese restaurants with teriyaki sauce, and it's always sweet, but that restaurant didn't have any sweet sauces. It was just savory and very umami.
mm.
I wish I could remember what the name of that restaurant is, because if it still exists, I would definitely go back to it and eat it again. I remember the meat, like the barbecue was so good.
Like the funny thing
I
is,
should go
by
back.
not by forgetting the name of the restaurant, you're like gatekeeping it.
Right? Like
Yeah.
it's not even as if I want to gatekeep it.
Yeah.
I would share it with people if I could. I just don't
Yeah, I
remember
don't
it.
remember anymore.
I was so young when we went there. That was my sister's old like pastime when she got her first job. She would take me to different restaurants just to eat,
Mhm.
or we would hang out, or she would book a random hotel room that she found on discount, and we would just hang out there
Mhm.
for overnight, and then go home the next day.
So how much was like the menu for the restaurant?
The menu was like pretty expensive, like 600 for a plate of meat,
Oh, so
but
no unlimited meat or anything?
yeah, no unlimited meat. It was
Damn.
always just, yeah, it was per serving type of thing.
Cool.
But it was worth the money, and since we got vouchers, we
Mhm.
got a lot for much less. Definitely worth the money though, because it was so good. The meat was so tender and juicy, and I think it helps a lot that the grill was charcoal, because the smokiness added to the flavor of the meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Maybe you could like search for it.
I kind of suspect that it's gone by now though, thanks to COVID. But
Oh yeah, yeah, maybe.
if I could find it, that would be great.
Oh, and also this one.
Yeah.
You took pictures of your PSP, huh?
Oh my
Right?
god. Oh my lord, the
Yeah.
PSP.
So I want to ask,
Yeah,
like, do you have a favorite PSP game?
I do. What's this? What's that? Loco Roco.
Loco
Uh,
Roco.
Loco Roco, yeah. So it's like these singing slimes, and you can't control the slimes. You can only make them jump, but you can't make them go left or right. Instead, you tilt the entire world to make the slimes roll where you
Mm-hmm.
want them to go. It's such a unique game
Mm-hmm.
with gameplay that I've never seen anywhere else aside from Loco Roco 2.
I'm looking at it right now. It's on PSP and PS4. Wow.
What? It's on PS4?
Yes.
What? I thought you could only play it on the PSP.
But I only do you know what Patapon is?
Yes, that too.
Yeah, like they're like black letters or something like.
Yeah, they're like dots with
Oh
eyes.
yeah, like the unknown, you know those Pokemon? Yeah.
Yeah,
The
and
letters.
they just sing. They were my favorite. I used to play them too, but I am a really bad rhythm game player.
Hmm.
So I didn't really go very far with Patapon. I just got to like the first boss and gave up because I didn't understand. I didn't understand the rhythm.
Yeah, they're
So
like
I just kept dying.
they chant, right? They do some sort of chanting and then you just have to
Yeah.
hit the button,
They
yeah.
chant. Pata 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 pon to go forward, and then
Mhm.
pon pata to go
Pom,
back.
pata, pom. Yeah,
So cute.
cool.
Oh, I kind of miss it now.
Mhm.
Kind of want to replay it
Yeah.
just for the nostalgia.
So, you are a decent roller skater, right?
I used to be,
Mm-hmm.
not anymore, honestly, because when I learned how to skate, I was a child,
Mm-hmm.
and I got good enough at it that I could cruise with ease, no problems at all.
Hmm.
I didn't stumble anymore. I could stop on command. Like, you know how some people have to like let the skates slow down on their own?
Yes.
Yeah, because they didn't know how to stop. I didn't have to do that anymore. I could just skid to a stop anytime I wanted.
Damn.
I had gotten that good, but then like I had those, you know, those shoes with the buttons on the side
Oh
to release
yeah,
the
yeah.
wheels.
Wheelies. Or oh wait,
Yeah, the
Heelys.
wheelies.
Heelys.
The Heelys. I used to have
Heelys.
those when I was a kid, but I grew up really quick as a child. I got my growth spurts super early, and the shoes, the wheels wore out, and then it didn't even fit me anymore. So I stopped skating. And as my family was really poor back then, we didn't have the extra funds to buy me another pair of skates. So I just kind of stopped skating altogether, and then I don't know how to anymore. I don't know how to anymore. I forgot. Unfortunately, times have changed, and I have responsibilities, bills,
True, true.
and other other interests that I want to fund. So buying another pair of skates is kind of low on the priority. I do want to though,
Mhm.
eventually.
Yeah, like I can't even skate anymore. Like I have a skateboard, I can't even practice,
Yeah,
man, because like everything,
right?
I have so many things to do. Like after I finish, like finally, I can relax, I can stream, and
Huh,
then
I can
suddenly,
relax. You just sleep.
yeah, and then suddenly, boom. Okay, class, you have another task. I'm like, bruh, come on.
Oh no, right? It's
Yeah.
that exactly. Like there are other things happening now, and also like it's really hard to find a place where you can skate in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to skate without bumps on the road and without people threatening to run you over with their car, you'll have to go to places like Makati or Ortigas
Mm-hmm.
where there's just so much walking space, like parks with paved pathways, just so you can skate on them.
Yeah, or maybe BGC. Does BGC have like a space for that?
Yeah, exactly. You can't just skate wherever you want now because it's either the pavement is gonna get in your way or it's
Yeah.
people that's gonna get in your way.
Do people really threaten to like run people over? Is that a thing?
Not like threaten to run you over, but there is the constant fear that you will get
Oh
hit by
yeah,
a bike
yeah.
or a motorcycle, usually a motorcycle, or other types of vehicles, right? Unfortunate, but well, there we go. I have been planning on getting back into it, but first I have to save money, buy new skates, and then once we've got new skates, it's the yeah, maybe. I've been encouraging my partner to go out skating with me sometimes. Just learn how to cruise for now, just to get that comfy feeling back again. And then once we're more comfy, we start trying to do more tricks. That'd be cool. I would just be, especially with ice skating, I'd just be going around and around the rink without really any direction. I just enjoy moving my legs and feeling the wind pass me by while I'm
Mm-hmm.
skating.
Yeah.
So nice, very relaxing until you slip and fall on your butt.
Yeah. I'm glad I haven't experienced that yet. Oh wait, I think I have. I was skating, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
those like really high ramps. So I
Mm-hmm.
sped up. I went really fast, and then my
Oh.
board. I was with my board. I was going up, and then usually when skaters go up tall ramp, they
Uh
just do like
huh.
a drifting thing, right?
Uh
Like they
huh.
go to the side and then they get down from the ramp. So I didn't do that. I just fell. I
Oh
fell like face
no.
down. I mean face up. Yeah.
Oh no.
But hey, it was I was laughing while it was happening. So
At least you had fun.
yeah.
That's the important
Hmm.
part.
I want to learn how to do a kickflip. Yeah. If I do that,
Yeah.
everyone's gonna say like, "Wow, you're so cool."
This is your sign.
Yeah.
Time to get up
Maybe.
on it again.
Yeah. Oh wait, I haven't even finished like my one assignment yet, so it's like half almost done. It's almost done.
Almost.
Yeah.
Damn.
hmm So do you
Adulthood has ruined us.
yeah, true. Adulthood, man. It's just really it came so
It's
quickly, man.
paining me.
Like boom. I woke up. I'm an adult
I am.
already.
We woke up and we were old.
Yeah.
No.
Which is pretty sad. I was like, damn, I didn't get to like live out, being a kid. That's what I've
True.
always thought. And now I have to pay taxes. What?
Why? Why do we have to pay taxes though? Why can't we just? Why can't we just chill?
Yeah, true.
Why can't we just chill,
hmm
man?
So do you how often do you watch like movies? Like on your own, you're just chilling and then you just watch a movie.
Honestly, pretty regularly.
hmm
Because I don't really like watch them actively. Most of the time, I'm like listening to it while I do other things.
Yeah. So like, do you have
So pretty often.
a movie scene that you'll never forget? Like no matter how much time passes, you'd be like, damn, I remember that one scene. I will, it's so good, unforgettable, or maybe something that a scene that you'll never forget because of how disturbing it was or how iconic it was. Do you have anything like that?
Yes, not a movie. Rather, it's a scene from a
hmm
series. Are you familiar with The Good Place?
No.
Oh, you're not. Okay. So, the good place is basically like these people were brought to this place, and they were told that they were already dead, and this is the good place, and they belong here because they are such good people. But then one person, the main character, Eleanor, is like, "Yeah, no, I'm a dirtbag. That can't be right." So, there is this one scene from the good place where Eleanor gets to confront her mother. Her mother is like playing this really dutiful mother, taking care of Patricia, her stepdaughter, and taking care of her husband and all those things. And Eleanor is like, I know you. You are not like this. You are a horrible person because I became a horrible person because of you.
hmm
This can't be right. So she's just convinced that her mother is scamming this dad and his daughter. And then her friend Michael says, why can't you just accept that Donna Shellstrop is a good person, that she has
Mm.
changed? I remember all of everything Eleanor said to answer that question. And it was because wanted that mom. I wanted a mom who made me afternoon snacks instead of just telling me to dive in a McDonald's ball pit for loose fries. Why does Patricia get that, Mom? If Donna Shellstrop has truly changed, then that means she's always been capable of change. I was just not worth changing for. And I'm like, oh, that
No.
hit me in the mommy issues
Damn,
so
you
hard.
just you
Oh
just
my
did an
god.
Oscar performance, dude.
Oh my god. That hit me so hard in my mommy issues. Every time I pass by that video on TikTok, I have to say the lines. I have to say the lines.
Holy.
Cause bro, that hurts so much. That hit me so deep. Cause you know what? You're so right. You're so right. And
Mhm.
I see that a lot with my mother. Although I've also come to accept that my mother wasn't in a very good place back then. But
Mhm.
now she is, and she is capable of so much good because she is in a good place now.
Yeah.
She's
That's good to
happy,
hear. Yeah.
right? She's happy. She isn't struggling anymore.
Mhm.
She isn't always scared that she'll get hurt or she won't be able to put food on the table for me and my sister because she's in such a good status now, like really good place. And I'm happy for her.
Mhm. That is
But that shit still hurt.
yeah, yeah.
That shit still hurt.
mhm. Mine is like the I am the danger, you know that? You know that
Mm.
scene from Breaking Bad? Yeah.
Yeah.
Never forget that.
That scene has been clowned on so much. I can't take it seriously anymore.
I am the danger. Blah, blah, blah,
I
blah,
am
blah.
the danger.
And then I am the
Mm.
one who knocks, and then he just turns around and takes a shower. Yeah.
Just turns around and
Yeah.
takes a shower. That is so fucking funny though.
Yeah. He just says like a freaking monologue to his wife, and then he just leaves.
Just fucking showers. That's crazy.
Yeah, and his
Man,
wife
I
is
kind of
just
wanna.
like, bruh.
I kind of wanna rewatch Breaking Bad now.
Yeah. Have you watched Better Call Saul though? It's
Yes.
good. It's really good.
Yes. I have. Oh my god, it makes so much sense. So
Mm-hmm.
many things make so much sense.
Yeah.
Even the fact that what's his name? The guy from the family.
The guy from the family.
From Tuco's family, the uncle. Tio.
Hector.
Yeah, Hector. Like, I was wondering why Hector was still alive when Gus hated him so much, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, he was keeping him alive.
Mm-hmm.
Actually crazy.
Oh yeah, that one. You remember the last chance to look at me, Hector? You freaking
Real.
ding 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
Boom.
Ah! Boom.
Oh, Gus screamed like ha ha, and
Ha! Yeah, the scream was ha!
then crazy.
That was so much. That is so funny to me. Like, I love Giancarlo Esposito. Like, he is such a good actor, but
Yeah,
that scream
yeah.
was so funny.
Ha.
Ha! It's so
And then the way he
ridiculous. Oh
died,
my
it was
God.
pretty. It's pretty memorable, I think. Like the way he died.
That's true.
Yeah,
Bro actually had the time to straighten his
his
freaking
tie.
tie
Yeah.
before
Then boom,
just
drop dead.
dying. Ditch.
Yeah. Have you watched El Camino though, like the movie?
The one with Jesse?
Yeah,
Yes. Like, oh god, finally Jesse deserves it. After all the shit that Walter put him through,
Mm-hmm.
he deserves it. He deserves to have a happy ending. He deserves to be
Mm.
able to get away.
True.
The poor guy.
Oh yeah, I remember the scene like Jesse was like, "Yes, come on, baby," and then they just high five. They dap each other up, and then remember that scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What was that? They were like counting money, like blah blah blah. This one's the amount. It was like,
Yeah, I
yes,
forgot the
hell
lines as
yeah,
well, but they were so happy with it.
yeah,
And Walter just Walter. Oh,
yeah.
Walter.
But the
Oh,
way he killed
Walter.
the other people, it was pretty. It was
That was
crazy.
crazy, actually.
The stevia thing, like the coffee,
Yeah.
and then the
Oh,
way
shit.
he ordered like the prisoners to kill people inside the prison.
True.
Yeah, that one.
Honestly, that lady, what the fuck was her name?
Cynthia? Is it Cynthia?
Cynthia. She deserved it.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, she deserved much worse, but she got poisoning instead. Like, that's
Mhm.
so easy, but
Yeah. Oh, and this one. I also saw this on your Twitter. You told a story about a guy who transformed like from a sad boy to a villain. So can you explain? Can you expound on that?
oh my god. Oh, that's crazy. The thing is, it's from an old server.
Mm-hmm.
So it's from an old server, and this guy, we hung out for months, like months. That was one of the longest friendships. That was one of my longest friendships as a VTuber. And I really trusted the guy, like to a point that whenever he said, "Oh, I'm hungry, but I don't have any money," like I would send him money just so he would have something, just so he could get himself something to eat, or like we would hang out and we would organize a group, like a group gathering, group overnight, and he would say, "Oh, I don't have enough money for to pay for the Airbnb," and I'd be like, "Oh no, don't worry about it. Just give me
Huh?
whatever you can, and I'll take
What?
care of the rest."
Wait. What? You
Huh?
you helped pay for an Airbnb?
Oh, we all split the Airbnb. Just
Oh,
that
okay.
he was
You helped.
lacking. He was short like 200 or 300 pesos for
Damn.
his share. Yeah, and I was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it," because
Wow.
there were two employed people in that group. Exactly, it
Mm-hmm.
was me and one other person, and the other person had already promised to pay for the drinks. So I was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll take care of your extra of the thing you can't pay for the Airbnb." So that
Mm-hmm.
was fine with me because that's usually how I am with friends anyway. Like if I like you and you are in need of something, I am willing to provide
Mm-hmm.
because you're my friend. And I never ask him for any favors or even for him to pay it back if he didn't have the money for it.
Mm-hmm.
That was really just me doing it because he I thought of him as a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day, what was it? Oh, the first time I met my current partner in person.
Mm-hmm.
He was there. I invited him and one other girlfriend. I was like, oh, ano, at the time we weren't together yet. We were
Mm-hmm.
just it was just the first time we were meeting. We just said, hey, let's go out, eat, M.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So we decided to meet up, but he said that he might feel a little awkward since he didn't know me yet, and that was really the first time that we were meeting. So I
Mm-hmm.
invited this guy, the sad boy. I invited sad boy and one other girlfriend, and I told him, "Hey, we're meeting up. Just gonna eat, have coffee, chica, things like that." And it went from that meeting to another meetup, and then I told sad boy. Sad boy invited me over to his house so we could cook pasta and cook chicken, and then just have coffee, hang out at his room, things like that. So invited me over to his house, and I said, "Hey, I think I am starting to feel for this guy." And he asked me, "So do you want to just go to the next meetup, the two of you, just the two of you alone?" And I said, "Yeah, that would actually be nice. Thank you." And then the next day, he confessed to me saying that he liked me. And I was like, I told him outright, like, hey, I'm flattered and thank you. But also, I want you to know that I don't feel the same for you. My feelings for you are more filial. I think of you
Mm-hmm.
as a brother, not as a romantic
Yes, yes, that one.
candidate, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I get that. Mm-hmm.
And he said his answer was, "So anyway, if you would be okay with me pursuing that relationship, I would like that opportunity." And I'm like, I
Huh.
said,
Well,
what do you mean so anyway, as if I interrupted you? What do you mean so anyway? Did
it's
you
like
not hear?
it's like going to a McDonald's. Hey, I'd like a McFlurry. Oh, sorry, sir. The machine is broken. So anyway, I'd like it with
So
more
anyway, I'd
Oreo.
like a McFlurry. Right, exactly. That was kind of what happened, and I was like,
Yeah.
and I just repeated myself that I think of you as a brother. I don't think I'll ever think of you as a romantic partner. I know myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know that I would not change my mind about this. This is how I feel for you.
Yeah. I think that's
And
a really mature response, but there was uh the anyway. You got
so,
anyway.
anyway,
Anyway.
and then he said, "Yeah, okay." And then I asked him, like, "Do you want me to change how I treat you? Do you want me to change how I treat you? Like, I won't be making any more flirtatious jokes towards you. Is that going to help?" Tapos, sabi niya, "No, it's okay. Nothing has to change. We can still be friends." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then like whenever I said something about my current partner, my then dating partner, whenever I said something like, "Ay, kinilig ako cause he did this," the
Mm-hmm.
guy would react so weird. Like, there was a time when we were in a VC with other friends,
Mm-hmm.
and I told them, "Uy, kinikilig ako." Then, my partner said this. My partner did this. And then we were playing Valorant at the time, and this guy just goes quiet,
Mm-hmm.
like just stop talking. And then he immediately got sweaty in Valorant. Like, he got an ace. I remember that. He got an ace immediately after I said something about my partner. And then he went, "Oh, sorry, I blacked out of there." Anyway,
Ew! Oh my gosh! Oh! Oh my
tapos
gosh! Pa-blackout pang nalalaman ng Visit. Ay, nako. All
Tapos,
right, what happened next? What
there's
happened
there's
next?
more. Tapos, I didn't say anything there because I was like,
Yeah, yeah, like,
awkward as hell.
all
That's
right, sure,
awkward.
like, okay.
Yeah. So I didn't say anything. Tapos, my later he said he got quiet again, and then later he came back and then he said, "Sorry, nagrant lang ako sa alt Twitter account ko.
Why did...
Kung may makakita, sorry na lang." And
Eh, bakit? Ba't mo... ano ba yan? Ano ba
of
yan?
everyone of everyone in that VC, I was the only one who was following his alt Twitter.
Bruh, ano yun? Come on, dude.
Tapos,
What?
oh, it gets worse.
Hmm?
Tapos, 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 ayun nga, I got curious. So I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Mhm.
And then I went to my Twitter and I didn't even have to look for his account because it was already
It was right
on my
there.
It was on my timeline. It was it was multiple sad boy tweets.
Bruh, come on. Damn.
I was like, what the fuck? That was one of my friends who was in VC that time. She knew that he had confessed to me. So she DM'd me and I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? That was so weird. And I was like, I know, it's so fucking weird. I don't know what's happening. Tapos bayan. Tapos, after that, I noticed that he was starting to like not talk to me or he was avoiding me. And then I noticed that he unfriended me on Valorant. Which is honestly I
Ooh.
don't think too much of that naman most of the time. Kasi
Yeah.
it's just Valorant. But this guy had the pattern that whenever he was starting to dislike someone, he would start unfriending, unfollowing them on their socials.
Oh, you mean like distancing himself
Yeah.
from people?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that happened, and then I noticed it, and I asked him like, "Hey, are we good? Because I noticed that you unfriended me on Twitter, and you don't do that unless I know you. You have a pattern." You do that when you don't like someone. And then he said, it's not that I dislike you, it's just I have remaining feelings for you right now, and I just don't want to
Don't want
like,
to.
I'm just trying to distance myself, and I'm like, okay, understandable.
Yeah.
So do you want me to avoid you when I see you on the server? Like if you're in the VC and you're alone in VC, I'll avoid you. Then he said, no need. You can just treat me the way you usually do. It's fine. And it's my feelings for you are nearly gone anyway. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I believe you.
Yeah.
And then something happened in that server. Someone was reported to be a pedophile.
Jeez.
And I was one of the moderators. So I was part of the deciding body when we made a decision on what to do with the guy. Now at first, the evidence that we were given was that the girl received a message from the guy saying, "Hey, if you want to send me nudes, go for it. You're welcome." And I was like, this is suspicious because this seems incomplete. What happened before this? So I asked the guy, send me a screenshot of your conversation. I want to know. Tapos, he did send me screenshots of their conversation. And what happened was the girl sent him a photo of her boobs covered.
Yeah.
And they were flirting in chat. And then when she sent him the photo of her boobs, he said, "Wow, nice. If you want to send more, you're welcome to send more."
That's... Oh, damn. All right.
So like
That
it's kind
is
of natural. It's kind of natural progression, right?
yeah.
Right. Like if you're flirting and you send him suggestive photos, it would eventually get there. But from my understanding, he was just saying if you want to.
That's not Riz. That's not anything, bro.
Yeah, it's an open invitation
Yeah.
that she is allowed to send him suggestive photos if she wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I interpreted it.
Yeah.
I even asked the girl like how old were you when you and this guy met? She said, "Oh, I was already 18, but I
Mm-hmm.
just turned 18. So doesn't that count as grooming a
Yeah.
minor?" And
Yeah.
I asked her, did this guy wait for you to turn 18 and was being suggestive towards you before you turned 18? She said, "No. I met him in this server and I was already 18." Okay, so it's
Mm-hmm.
not. So it's not ano, so it's not a child grooming case. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think it is.
Yeah.
It's very ick, but it's not child grooming
Mm-hmm.
because there is a bit of an age gap between them,
Yeah.
like 8 years of an age gap. So it's
Eight
ick, like
years.
ugh.
8 years.
Yeah. So it was 7. He was 25, or
Oh
if I remember
hell no!
correctly.
Come
Like it's
on,
ick,
dude.
diba? Like
Yeah.
bro, hit on a girl your age. Come on. Diba? Pero, ayun nga, the mod team decided, yeah, no, this is not a case of grooming. So, we had a vote that he would only be temporarily banned from the
Mm-hmm.
server for
Yeah.
1 month,
Yeah.
and then he can come back if he wants. So the girl got mad and she started ranting on Twitter that the moment she asked us for help, she knew that we weren't going to help her. Like, what help do you want from
Yeah.
us? This is not the case that you presented. It would be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And in the channel where we asked her what happened, we were all very sympathizing. Like, oh no, that's disgusting. What happened? Tell us more.
Mm-hmm.
And we were very clear na you are allowed to feel offended that your boundaries were crossed. However, we don't see harassment in this.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the only punishment we are going to give him because this is all we can do. We are just moderators of a Discord server. We are not the police or
True. True.
anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Diba? We can't really do anything official about it.
Yeah.
So she got mad at us for that, and then she started ranting to her friends, which included that one guy, si Sad Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Sad Boy and one other friend started this entire GDoc because
Damn. What?
yeah, because the girl attacked me specifically, not the
Damn.
mod team. She was
Okay.
attacking me specifically on Twitter. I asked the owner of the server as well, hey, is it okay if I talk about this separately?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm being attacked and I should defend myself.
Yeah. Of course.
And she said, yeah, go for it. Okay, cool. So I did that. And then all communications with the guy and then with her, the girl, everything, I laid it out on that, I laid it out on that GDoc. And then Sad Boy and one of his friends made a counter GDoc, started writing a counter GDoc where they said that I handled it wrong. I should have handled it more professionally. And I'm like, I don't know how much more professionally.
Yeah, like you did what you had to do. Like as a moderator, you didn't do anything like beyond the limits of what a Discord mod can do. Like
Yeah,
in my
exactly.
perspective, like like you got the girl and then you punished the guy. Like I don't know,
Mm.
man.
Yeah. Ayun na nga, like he and his friends have been hell bent to think of everything I say, everything I do as something bad,
Hmm.
even though some of those things don't even have anything to do with them. They're just on the side, always making commentary that, oh, why did you do that? You're such a bitch. Like, shut the fuck. What the fuck? Or like if I say something about a currently ongoing issue, they would go, ayan kasi pakialamera ka. Like,
Eh,
what the fuck?
damn. So that's how he became a villain.
Yeah. And oh yeah, they were doing all of this yung when the girl started ranting to him and their other friends, they were doing it in a separate server, which is an exact copy of the server that they left, the server where we met.
Bro, why are they acting like kids, dude? Like, come on.
I
Come on, just,
I don't even. I'm just.
So that
I
was
gotta
his
get.
Heisenberg moment when you said no. That was
Yeah,
the
pretty
moment he
much.
became Heisenberg. He became the danger, the one who knocks. Jeez.
Not the
Okay.
Heisenberg. But yeah, pretty much. Ayun
Mhm.
siya. So we're like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, brother.
Yeah. All right, so this one's like a really stupid
Hmm.
question that I've always wanted to ask someone.
Hmm.
It's in Filipino.
Okay.
I'll just put like a translation. Bakit wala
Hmm.
nang nagsasapin sa likod? Right? Right? Because I go,
I still,
right? Why?
I still see it though.
You still see it?
Yeah, but usually for kids.
I do
Never
that.
like adults. Really?
What?
You do?
Ang init sa labas. So, all
That's
right.
so true.
I
It's
go
so
to
hot.
campus, right? So there's a
Mm.
uniform, of course. Like there's a certain like color coding shit. All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I wear everything, and then I put like a towel on my back because it's really hot. So I
It
go to
is.
campus. Everyone does not have like the towel on their backs except me. So I get embarrassed, and then I take it off, take it off,
No,
even though it's
don't.
hot.
It's fine. Do it if you want to do
But I
it.
try
I
to
mean,
hide it.
it's
I try to hide it sometimes. With my backpack.
yeah. I mean, it's for your own comfort,
Yeah.
kasi. Like, and especially with, you have uniforms now.
No, like shirts. Like, oh,
Oh,
this is your
shirts.
shirt, and then blah blah blah. Only
Uh.
students of this one can wear shirts like this. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, a lot of those aren't very, tawag doon, aren't very absorbent.
Yeah.
Diba? So it's
Mhm.
like, it's ick. Honestly, I would too if I could.
Mhm.
But usually I just put powder on my back like a baby.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like a
Yeah, that
baby.
one too. Why does nobody use like powder on their backs anymore? What happened?
Diba?
What happened?
I, bu- I don't even know. Like, I don't know why people seem to think it's only for kids. But me, especially in the summer, like, I powdered my entire body before
Mhm.
I went to sleep just so I wouldn't wake up sticky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Diba?
Mm-mm.
I even bought one of those. You know that snake brand powder, the cooling powder.
Snake
Yeah,
brand? No, I've never
yeah,
heard of that brand before.
yeah. It's fairly new, but it's a cooling powder that has menthol. It has eucalyptus in its recipe, so you feel less sticky, and also it actually feels cold
Oh,
when it stays on your skin for a while. Yeah,
oh, Snake brand prickly heat. Oh yeah,
yeah.
prickly heat. I know what prickly heat is. It's I think Johnson's baby powder has like a variant
Yes,
like
yes, yes,
prickly
yes, yes.
heat. Yeah.
Yeah, the green
Mhm.
one.
Mhm.
That is so rare. I can't find any of those now.
Yeah.
So I got this one, and it's like 100 pesos for one can, but
Mm.
it's really good. It works well for me. Me, I use powder on myself. Like, I don't use towels anymore just cuz it's a pain in the ass to
Yeah. Yeah.
wash individual little towels.
Yeah. Yeah.
But powdering myself like a baby, I still do it.
Mhm.
Mainit sa Pilipinas. It is
True.
too hot
True. Yeah.
to be like, pambata lang yan eh.
Shut up.
What do you mean? Being comfy is for all
Yeah.
ages.
Then smell bad. You don't want powder that smell bad too.
Diba?
Oh.
You wanna smell bad? I don't. What the fuck? Ayun.
Hmm. So yeah, that's it's still a mystery. Why? That
Real.
that we should advocate for for towels and powder, dude.
Real.
Yeah.
Also considering how stinky people get,
Yes.
especially with sa
Yes.
cons.
Mm. Tapos
We
ano pa
should
kulog pa yung
normalize.
damit yung
Diba?
yung amoy ng damit. Wala na.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Please. Let's
Yeah.
normalize
True.
using towels and baby powder.
Mhm. Yeah.
'Cause it's so good for you. It's so good for your smell.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So this one, a question that makes sense once again. Do you have any laundry hacks? Because everyone complains about like laundry takes a lot of time.
Me,
It's time consuming. Yeah.
me. So we have washing machines, right? We
Yes.
have a
Yes.
washing machine. Okay, so washing machines, but most ordinary washing machines don't have that automatic function of rinsing, right?
Yes.
Traditionally, Filipinos will only use soap in the washing machine and then and then rinse the clothes by hand.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You can rinse it using the machine. Just pour the water out.
Oh. Yeah.
Diba?
Mm.
Just let it go through a few cycles of rinsing, and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
We have a dryer too. Like it spins around. You stuff the clothes inside the dryer, and then you set a timer, and
Uh-uh.
then it spins really fast.
And then it just removes the water from it, but you still
Yes.
have to
Yes.
hang it up, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Aspire.
So that's your laundry hack. Like use the washing machine more. Like.
Use the washing machine for soaping, for getting detergent on your clothes, and then you dump out the water and refill it with clean water for rinsing. You don't have to wash it by hand
Yeah,
to rinse
manually.
your clothes
Yeah.
anymore, right? Like that's how I was taught
Hmm.
growing up, that you're supposed to use the detergent in the washing machine, and then you remove the clothes, wash it by hand, and load the next batch of clothes
Yeah,
into
work.
the same soapy water you used before. But one, that's disgusting. Two, like you
Yeah.
don't have to wash it by hand. That's why you have a washing machine.
Yeah. Work. What
That's
was
what it's
that?
for.
Work smarter, not harder. Yeah.
Real,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So you according to your story, the sad boy to villain story earlier, you play Valorant, right?
Yeah, I do.
So when did you first play it? Like for the very first time, do you remember when? Like a specific date?
I think it was around November of 20. Oh my god, I don't know. November of 2022?
Two?
Was it? Or
Ooh.
2023? I don't. Oh my god, I don't remember actually. I think I've only been playing for over a year.
All right. Mm-hmm.
But I could be wrong because I am mathing the maths and it
All
doesn't
right.
math up. Confusion. Something along those lines.
All
1 to
right.
2 years.
Okay. Okay. So like as a Valorant player, do you like search up like how to aim properly or how to like tips for like playing the game? Like anything Valorant
Uh,
related content, do you regularly like watch a few?
I get a lot of those. This is how you line up on this map. Blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually do it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I just watched those videos because I used to be a Sage player, but then I got
Mm-hmm.
really tired of being the healer,
Mm-hmm.
so I started healing myself and baiting my teammates.
Mm-hmm.
And then I transitioned into becoming a duelist. So now I'm a Reina main.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need lineups. I just need to shoot.
Yeah. That's cool. That's actually cool. Yeah. You just go onga bonga and then brrr.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Nice.
The funny thing, like Unga Bunga actually fits the best because
Yeah.
I'm a disgusting Odin player now. And it's not the spray this wall to get early kills type of
Mm-hmm.
Odin player. It's really looking for targets and shooting them as soon as I see them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But people get so angry with me.
Why? They could just, you could be like some sort of distraction and then, boom. If ever you get killed, they could just, avenge you or something. I don't know.
And no, it's the enemy that get angry at me.
Oh.
Like, I always get this message whenever I'm playing Reina with Odin. Odin gay.
Why? It's just come on. They're so
It's
salty.
just,
Why are they so salty?
it's just Odin. Why are you
Yeah.
mad at me? If you want to get mad, then get mad at the devs for adding Odin to the
Yeah.
game.
You're just adapting to the meta, right? The
Yeah.
meta.
I'm
Yeah.
just playing with the mechanics of the game.
Yeah.
I didn't make these. Oh,
So
so
like
funny.
this one. So yeah, so you do sometimes consume Valorant content. So what are your thoughts so far of, like how people present information about Valorant or just like how they play Valorant, specifically on do you watch those like Valorant TikToks? Do you like
I
on
do.
TikToks? So what are your
I
thoughts
see
on
them a
the
lot.
the TikTok content that isn't so great? Like you know what I mean, like the I can't even imitate it. If what was that? If I get 5 kills, you say ara ara, like that type of stuff. What are your
Ay,
thoughts on that?
Lord.
You know?
Uh, I hon- I'm kind of guilty of this because
Okay.
I was one of those I was one of those I was a sage main,
Uh huh. Yeah. All
and
right.
I used to every time someone asks me for heals, I go bark for heal.
Oh, you
Yeah,
just you say
or
it in that
say
voice, right? You say it in that voice. Mark
yeah,
for
and
Hill.
then,
That's
or
it.
I say say please mommy for res.
Okay.
I don't change my voice, but I've been accused of changing my voice a lot, even though I'm not.
Yeah, but some people they take it too far.
Yeah,
They
I
talk like
saw that.
this. They
I
talk like this. Right?
yeah. Oh my
If
god.
you get a kill, I say ara ara. Then.
I hate those. Like I had an experience a while ago. There was a deadlock in our team,
Mm-hmm.
and then the brimstone. I think our brimstone was a beginner, so they had no idea what was happening. They were
Mm-hmm.
just kind of hanging back, and they just kept grabbing the spike,
Mm-hmm.
probably because that's what they were taught to do as a beginner
Yeah.
player.
Yeah.
Like you grab the spike, you plant it.
Yeah.
Like,
Of
okay,
course.
cool. And then our deadlock suddenly went like, Brim,
Oh my!
Brimmy,
Oh
Brimmy,
God!
Brimmy,
Oh, what?
give me the spike,
Oh my
Brimmy, give me the
gosh!
spike, Brimmy. And
Whew.
then when Brim gave them the spike, they said, "Good job, Brimmy. I'm so proud of
Oh,
you."
what?
I was like,
Yo, yo. Real. Oh my gosh! Oh my God! I can't. Shameful. How shameful.
I just went, you know what? It's your
Yeah.
game. Do what you want,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. But I'm very close to muting the fuck out of you, you bitch.
Yeah.
That was a while later. The enemy played up. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm gonna kill you anyway. And then our deadlock was dead.
Mm-hmm.
And then they started saying, "Up at Gecko's body, take it if you love me. Thank you." I was
Oh, wow, wow. I'm glad I'm just hearing about this, not experiencing it.
bro, the way I was like,
Yeah.
this is fucking cringe, but okay. Like, brother, kung streamer ka, hindi
Yeah.
mo kami chat parang awa.
Gusto ko
Don't
lang ng
treat us as
points. Gusto ko lang mag-rank up. Huwag ka nang magsalita ng ganyan.
right. Like, please, not the fucking,
Yeah.
not the cringy fucking reward
Yeah.
voice lines for your chat,
Yeah.
because we are not your chat. I'm just playing my fucking game. Kindly fuck
Yeah.
off. Thank you.
But you've never met like guys who try to speak like this. Not no one yet. You've never.
I have. That's the thing.
Ew.
I have. There was one guy who was speaking like that. I told him, "Yo, bro, it's
Yeah.
kind of cringe. Also, your mic is crunchy. I can't understand what you're saying." And then he said something like, "Bro, you can't say shit like that when you're forcing your voice." I'm like,
You
in
could.
the where?
You could say shit like that if you're forcing your voice.
What do you mean I'm forcing my voice? I'm not. But Are you trying to say that I have a good voice? Thank you, I guess.
Yeah. Bruh.
Like I wasn't. I never changed my voice. It just
Yeah, that's
kind of
just the
goes where it
default.
wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of goes where it wants. And
Yeah.
they were just. Are you saying I have a good voice? If you wanted me to force my voice, I could like. Are you saying I
Oh
have a
my
good
god. No, no, no.
voice?
Stop.
Oh my god,
Stop. Yo, hey,
that's
yo,
so
dude.
funny. You want me to change my voice because I can.
Parang lasing.
I can do a Valley Girl accent too,
Really? Wow.
like a really convincing Valley Girl accent.
Nice.
Oh my
Cool.
god, I'm like gonna go get a coffee
No,
from like
honey, please,
Starbucks
please,
because I just like got my
please.
allowance from a daddy and it's like so much money.
No. Oh my gosh. Oh, damn. Oh.
It's so wait, was that a Valley Girl or was that a Jersey Girl? Like I forget.
Just a Valorant girl. Not just kidding. Whoa. Don't come for me, guys. Don't come for me. Just yeah. So you're saying that it's kind of is that what you're like?
It's
Yeah.
the thing
Yeah.
is, it wasn't even a girl. Like most girls I've seen on Valorant, they don't force their voice. It's actually almost always a guy pretending to be a girl.
Yeah. What really? Oh, you
Yeah.
mean those like? Well, there are like guys who can do like a really convincing girl voice.
Yeah,
Mm.
but it's what how to put?
Really obvious.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's it's always a guy pretending to be a girl with the really annoying accent. Even
Okay.
even the one from my experience, it was a
Mhm.
guy with a more feminine type of voice.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they were playing it up or if that was actually their voice, but it was a guy.
So did you call them
Ayun.
out or?
Nah, I just went mute.
Mhm.
Mute.
Yeah.
Because, like, if I wanted to a Jersey Girl
Yeah.
accent, I totally could.
No,
It goes just like
no
this,
more.
and it's so,
Please, please. All right, so we are down on this one. One, two, yeah, we are down to the last 4 questions that I prepared. So the first one is this one. This one's really, we have a lot to talk about. If yeah, of course you know about stuff. So this one, what are your thoughts on the PH VTuber community so far?
The PH VTuber community, honestly, is such a mixed bag.
Yeah.
Because on the one hand, you get really great people. I've met, uh, I've met some of the friends that I can say for sure. I hope to spend more year. I want them to be a part of my life for many, many more years,
Mhm.
even outside of PHV tubing.
Yeah.
But then again, there are also bad actors in this community, as it usually is with any internet community. There will always be bad actors.
Yeah.
People who there are annoying people who don't know how to read the room. There are so many. There's always so I've encountered so many people who don't know how to read the room.
Can you give like a scenario or an example, an experience? Yeah.
Like there's one specific guy. Like we were all in VC, right?
Mhm.
We were all in VC talking about something, and then they go, so anyway, ang ganda nung Yoruba likom ko. Ganda talaga. And then
What?
he just kept talking about that for a long time.
What? All right.
Yeah. And then there's this one other guy who joined a friend's anniversary. Yeah.
Anniversary
It was
stream or
yeah, it was an
oh, okay.
anniversary stream, and then she was supposed to be celebrating, and at first he came in saying, oh, I'm not really good with just talking streams because I think I'm boring, I'm not really interesting. And then he hogged that entire stream by talking about himself exclusively.
What?
Yeah,
Bruh.
just talking about himself. And even when people tried to steer him back to topic, he would just stop until the other person stopped speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And then he continues saying what he wanted to say anyway.
Why? I wonder why they do that.
It's I suspect that this is a person who grew up on the internet without any real like friends,
Yeah.
any real life friends. So
Mm-hmm.
they don't really understand, or maybe they have maybe they're neurodivergent. Maybe
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we
Maybe.
don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Diba? They may be neurodivergent or I don't know, pero ayun, they don't know how to read the room. They don't know how to read social cues. The basic social etiquette, when someone is speaking, you let them finish, or if
Mm-hmm.
it's not your place to speak, then don't speak. They don't get that.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think there's a lot of people in PH VTubing that are like that.
I see. Well,
Diba?
for me, I think it's like how do all right, I have an analogy. So let's think of a guy. Let's think of
Mm,
a guy who is climbing a mountain, right?
mm,
And then suddenly his right hand gets hurt. Boom.
mm-hmm,
Now he has difficulty like climbing the way he used to,
mm,
because remember what happened last time? Okay, the
mm.
viewers might not know about this, but something happened, right? Remember what happened? The event thing, the Twitch team. Remember that? Remember that?
Which Twitch team? Oh,
The that one. That yeah, yeah,
wait. Is this the V?
yes,
Ah, okay. Continue,
yeah.
continue. I got you. I got you.
So all right. So as like a former member of that team,
Mm,
yeah, I think what happened, like the whole debacle, the whole thing that happened, I think it kind of crippled like the PHV tuber community thing, because like
mm-hmm,
it was really good. Like, oh, we have an event, we have this one, we have that one, blah blah blah. Cool.
mm-mm.
We are giving PHV tubers their flowers because of their efforts, stuff like that, their
Yeah,
achievements, and then it happened, the drama happened, and
yeah.
boom, everyone just left. And
Uh-uh.
I thought it was like, damn, like you were doing something, like a magazine was gonna be published about VTubers from the Philippines, us, but things didn't turn out great.
Mm-mm.
So now I think it's like a market now. It's a market, palengke. It's like a market where like,
Oh, it's still up.
no,
I
no,
thought it was enough.
it's up, it's still up. But what I'm saying, like as a whole, like the PHV tuber community as a whole, through my perspective, it's like a market thing. Like if you're selling the high quality meat, then you deserve to profit from that.
Yeah.
Like you're the only one who gets the money. And I know some PHV tubers that have sponsorships now from freaking PC companies, dude.
Mm-mm.
PC companies, freaking brand deals, Shopee affiliates. They got like pictures of them and then click here for my special wish list. And some people who
Mm-mm.
they just blow up. Like,
Mm-mm.
yeah. So I think
Yeah.
it's like it's a niche thing. Those who are at the top, they'll they'll be there. They'll be there
Uh-uh.
waiting for you. And those who are at the bottom, then it's the climb. You know that song? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the climb. So
Either
yeah.
you make really good content or you shell out money in the first place just to get some attention.
Yeah, of course.
Because if you don't have a live 2D model, people don't even pay attention to you.
Yes. Yes.
I notice.
Yeah. Yeah. But hey, like you said before, like it's a hobby to you, right? You're just doing
Yeah.
this for fun.
Yeah. I mean, because honestly, I can't with how messy my life has
Yeah.
been
Mm-hmm.
recently. I can't really like focus on VTubing as much as I used to. I used to have schedules that are like packed every week,
Mm-hmm.
and right now I can't do that
Yes.
because I'm more likely to cancel or reschedule because life gets in the way, and it kind of sucks, but also at the same time
Yeah, we
I
have things to do.
yeah, gotta prioritize life. I
Mm-hmm.
can't
Yeah.
I can't put it aside for my hobby. At least
Mm-hmm.
not for now. I don't have that kind of I don't have that kind of luxury.
Hmm.
No,
Yeah, kung meron namang ano, pera, edi, like if you have
diba?
the resources, why not, diba? Yeah.
Oo.
But yeah,
Also, it's not just it's not just the money, it's also the time.
true. Yes.
I used to have so much more free time than now.
Mm-hmm.
So I managed to I managed to get like 5 streams in 1 week,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes even more than one stream in 1 day because I was
Yeah.
collabing left and right with people.
Mm-hmm.
But also now because I only started interacting with with other VTubers like sometime last year.
Yes. Yeah, we had a
Um,
Slender
oh,
collab,
two
dude.
years. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. 2 years ago. 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
only started really interacting with other VTubers 2 years ago, and back then I was super active because I kept organizing collabs for people I've never even met yet,
Mm-hmm.
people whose temperaments I'm not even familiar yet with. And now that I've had 2 years worth of interaction with other VTubers, I've kind of realized, yeah, I don't really want to interact with all of these people because I know that some of them aren't as good as they present themselves to
Mm-hmm.
me.
Yeah.
So I've become more selective as well with who I am collabing with. Ayun. Like the
Yeah.
only reason I agreed to collab to go on this podcast with you is because I had a good experience with you when we had the Slenderman
Cool.
collab,
Yeah.
diba?
That's great. That's great.
Other, because otherwise I'd be like, "What?
Were you the one who
Why
sang the
no?
SpongeBob SquarePants theme song? Was that you?
Was it me?
I think it was you.
The one that went. Ding, 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 ding.
Not like Who Lives in a Pineapple Under the Sea. I think it
Oh,
was you.
that's
And
probably
then
me.
you said SpongeBob SquarePants, and then he jump scared me. I was like, whoa! I have it clipped. I have it clipped.
Who lives in the pineapple under the sea?
Squarepants.
Oh!
No, this is amazing.
Oh!
Oh, you know.
Ooh!
Did he get you?
No. But I jumped. I jumped.
Static, bro. I don't
Ooh,
like
all right.
it.
I'm not going there again.
Fuck you, bitch. I know you like it.
Was that me?
I
or
think it was
it...
you.
Oh, that's probably M.
Oh,
Butterfly.
yeah. I think.
Yeah, that's
I
M.
think.
Yeah, don't worry. Em and I get this a lot, where we get mistaken for each other.
I see. I see.
That was probably him.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Like what you said. Like it's hard. It's hard. Like putting time and like effort and money into like a hobby. Like especially this one. I don't know. It's different. You know, it's different from. I know there are people who have a huge backlog of Gundam model kits, right?
Mm-hmm.
They spend a lot of money on that, and you know it's all right with them because eventually, when they have the time, they will assemble them.
I'll get to it. Yeah.
Yeah. But for this one, I don't know. I think some people, for example, me, like if I could profit off of this, then fine. But the way things work, it goes really fast. You know, it's I think that's how the internet functions. Really, like
Mm.
you know, bro fell off, L fall off. You know, like sometimes sometimes you're on top, and then the next day maybe someone's there with who's
With
better.
something better,
Yeah.
something funnier, something more
Yeah.
expensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like instead of instead of going all in on this one, maybe just treat it for now as something fun to do. You know.
Yeah, me, that's exactly what I do. Like, since I can't invest my time, money, and effort on it right now, considering
Yeah.
life, I try not to feel bad that I'm not growing as much as my friends are,
Mm-hmm.
because I get in myself that I haven't exactly been a very consistent content creator. I
Yeah.
don't think of myself as as just a VTuber. I think of myself as a content creator.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I put out what I think would make would generate interest, and if it doesn't, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
You know. Also, I've had to tell myself multiple times as well that watching your numbers is an unhealthy thing to do.
True. Yeah. Like the
Like
view
the
count
more,
thing. You know those view
yeah,
counts? Like when you look, oh man, I got like
yeah,
little view counts. Oh man, this is so bad.
exactly. That's why I don't really pay much. Like I have my viewer count turned off
Yeah.
whenever I'm streaming,
Yeah.
so I don't look at it. I don't look at my stream summary. I look at my stream summaries, like how active people are at which point
Yeah. Me
of
too.
a stream. But I don't really look at like how many followers I got this stream, or how many chatters were here for this stream, things
Hmm.
like that.
Yeah.
Because that usually, when I did that, that usually ended with, oh, that's it. I end up
Hmm.
disappointed instead of happy. Na, oh God, fuck yeah! I finished an entire
Hmm.
stream, a 3 hour stream. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know.
Like the thing I value the most whenever I stream is like people, the people who are
Mm,
there. Because like I think it's a really sweet thing to do, you know. Because
yeah.
yesterday I was playing like what yesterday? Yeah, I was playing Danganronpa 2 yesterday, and they were there. You know, they stuck with me. They laughed with me with the crazy moments in the game.
Mm. I love that when
Yeah,
people react in chat. Yo, the
yeah.
best.
And I was really thankful. I was really happy that they were there again to tune in, like spending time just to watch my stream. And then some
Mm-mm.
guy was like making waffles while watching my stream. I was like,
Diba?
wow, yeah,
It's so nice.
yes. So yeah, I think it's really, I think that's where we should focus more on, because
True.
numbers they go up and down, 1 2 3 4,
True.
then 4 3 2 1. Yeah.
Numbers are
Yeah,
numbers.
yeah. All right, so these last three questions, I wrote them like around like 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
These questions are really different from all the questions I've asked so far. So this one, when people say men are trash or men ain't shit, what do they really mean? Do they really mean it? Is for me, like in my perspective, I'm like, wow, they are saying this now, and I'm like,
Mm.
I'm just curious, because as a guy
Mm.
who doesn't really, I just scroll through the internet. Some people take their time to like argue, and I'm not the
Mm.
kind of guy who does that. So in in your perspective, like when people say that one, like men are trash or men ain't shit, like what do they
Mm.
really mean? Do you have
That
like,
is a
hmm?
that is a really loaded question. Okay, so this is gonna get a bit heavy,
Mhm.
but what I mean by that is that men, as they are raised by society, as they are raised with these societal expectations and these norms, many men, too many to count, have become indoctrinated in a way
Mhm.
to behave that most of the time they don't even realize is actually really harmful to women and other people around them.
Mhm.
So, ayun nga. Especially when you see men ain't shit or men ain't trash, it almost always comes from women or non-conforming men, diba?
Mhm.
Non-conforming as in trans men, or even trans women,
Mhm.
or even the gays. No,
Okay,
sorry, just
I see.
just just the gays, especially feminine gays. If you're a masculine presenting gay, you pass physically
Mhm.
as a man, so you don't really get harassed about your identity. Whereas if you're a feminine gay, or if you are a trans man or a trans woman, or if you're a woman, you get harassed by men
Mhm.
regardless.
I see.
Ayun.
Because
Hmm?
I've seen, yun nga, yung kanina yung threads, I've seen like threads like, oh, blah blah blah, and then the guys debate, and then the man versus man bear argument,
Mm.
stuff like that. And it just saddens me. Those are just
Mm.
my honest thoughts. Like, aren't we supposed to like grow together? I know it's cheesy. I know it's cheesy, like, oh, why don't we just get along, boo hoo? But I like,
Mm.
I'm just, we're not supposed to be fighting. So yeah, I saw. I'm not gonna name names, but I've seen a fellow PH VTuber that tweeted this exact thing, the main
Mm,
ain't shit thing. And I've
mm,
collabed with them before, but I'm
mm,
not saying names, but I was like, damn, I thought I thought you were cool, so
mm,
I'm scared of interacting now. That's just in my perspective, you
mm.
know. It
When
just
someone
scares me.
says kasi men ain't shit, it's not a personal attack to you.
Hmm.
Never take it personally. If you don't do anything that harm other people
Hmm.
as a man, diba? As a man,
Hmm.
you don't do anything that harm other people, then that was not about you.
All right. Okay. So it's not
However,
like
it
okay.
is very much about men who out of societal expectations and how they were raised by a largely by a patriarchal society.
Hmm.
It's about them because they are harming other people. They are doing things
Hmm.
that make other people uncomfortable or even outright like get women killed or
Yeah. Yeah.
for their actions. It's not about you. Don't take it personally when someone says, "Oh, men ain't shit," because they're not talking about if you're not one of those men, then it's not about you. However, I think rather than feeling like you were attacked, you should consider like what did a man do to this woman to think this way.
Okay.
Ganun.
So you're saying that that shouldn't prevent me from, interacting with the said person. That's
Yes,
what
of
you mean.
course.
All right.
Of
So
course, because
viewers,
honestly, I say that as well.
all right,
You know, men ain't shit. I would choose the bear
all right, all
because
right.
were to put me in a forest and I could only choose between a man, someone I do not know, I would choose the bear because a bear would kill me for survival. A bear would kill me to protect its territory or to protect its cubs. We don't know, but a bear moves by instinct. Meanwhile, kasi if a man got to me first, it's very likely that I could be tortured,
Mm-hmm.
I could be killed, I could be humiliated, I could be raped. It could be
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. Is it weird for me to be okay with both?
That's honestly that's your experience. Kasi our experiences are very different. You are a man. You have never felt the type of indignity, the type of humiliation, the type of harm that men could bring you the same
Mm-hmm.
way they could a woman,
Yeah, yeah.
diba?
True. Yeah,
So it's very valid na you say, "Oh, I'm choosing both." Yeah,
yeah. Like
because
either way
that's
is fine. Like
yeah,
yeah.
either way for you is fine because your experiences so far as a man do not bring you the same type of fear that women feel towards men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you ask any man na nahipo ka na ba, nahipuan ka na ba, or other things like that,
Mm-hmm.
they
Yeah.
would most likely say hindi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if you ask a woman na, ayun nga,
Mm.
nahipuan ka na ba, nabosohan ka na ba, or
May nangyari na bang ibang,
yeah,
hindi
were
maganda?
you ever harassed or assaulted?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, I promise you, the answer is yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have never met a woman who has never been harassed or assaulted
Mm-hmm. I see.
ever in their entire life.
Mm-hmm.
So our experiences are very different. And that's because of our assigned sex at birth. I was born a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I've been experiencing harassment and assault from men as early as 6 years old. You will probably never feel that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Probably.
Yes.
It's very unlikely.
All right. So that answers the question. Viewers, I hope you
Mm.
guys get what we're saying here. All right. Stop fighting. All right. It makes me sad. It makes me sad. Just please. All right. Just get the bag. All right. Just get the bag, and don't don't be bad. Anyways, question number two. This one, man. This one's insane. What are your
Mm-hmm.
thoughts on the modern dating sphere? Because I've seen the pop the balloon videos. Oh my goodness. They are
Oh yeah,
ruthless, man.
those. I've seen
Like
those.
as a whole, like what are your thoughts on it? Like, you know?
Honestly, ano, oh, you're like not to be a man hater, pero
Oh.
kasi it's come to a point when we are watching the first few generations of women
Mm-hmm.
choose to have a partner because they want to have a partner, not because they have to.
Uh,
Diba?
yeah.
Our mothers, our grandmothers, a lot of them had to have husbands or they would have no properties at all.
Yeah.
They had to have
Yeah.
husbands or they would have no income at all. And
Mm-hmm.
even when they did have husbands, they still didn't have any income.
Mm-hmm.
So the pop the balloon, dating dating
The
videos,
format. The
honestly,
format.
yeah, the format. Honestly, it's very telling of men being surprised that women have standards.
Mm-hmm.
Like women aren't happy with just the bare minimum. You have to show up. You have to have something to offer. If all you have to offer is money,
Mm-hmm.
then a woman doesn't need that because women can work now. We can work
Mm-hmm.
for ourselves. We
Yeah.
can earn our own income. We don't need your money. You have to have something else. And it varies from woman to woman. It could be very physical, like height, appearance,
Yes.
skincare,
Yes.
and then could be anything.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the men in those videos I've seen, they're offended na the girls aren't into that.
Oh, there are because the ones I've seen are like, all right, fine, okay. They're just cool with it. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. There are some videos that I've seen. Only those
yeah.
like, all right, cool. Yeah.
I've seen some kasi na parang naiinis si guy
Mm.
na hindi siya pinili nung girl like that. I'm like,
Eh,
well, maybe there's no benefit to choosing you, brother.
maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Like maybe it's like the fruit analogy. Like some people want raisins. I don't like raisins. Some people do. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But like the
It's
thing.
honestly, to me, it's more like when it comes to dating, the standards have risen,
Yes.
and it's no longer just, oh, it's a guy with a job.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, pwede na yan. But now, like, women actually want companionship. People want someone they can depend on. People who would show up,
Mm-hmm.
diba?
Yeah, because I'm in a research group, right? So I'm a guy, and then yes, I'm a guy. One guy, and then three girls,
Yes, you
right?
are a guy.
Three girls, and then sometimes they stall. One of our group mates was talking about meeting a guy who had like high emotional intelligence, and then she was gushing about it. And then the other girl, my classmate, she described her ideal guy as someone who's hardworking, like who has
Mm-hmm.
money. And then the other
Mm-hmm.
one didn't have any opinion because she's already taken. I'm like, all right,
Okay.
yeah. So I think the standards really have risen. You know, emotional
Yep.
intelligence, money, appearance. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't just be, I'm a guy with a job.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
it. Like, yeah, but can you give emotional support? Do you have any emotional intelligence? Diba? Like,
Yeah. So fellas, I'm talking to you. What's your advice to like the guys? Advice for the guys.
advice. Advice for the
Besides, don't be
guys:
bad. What?
cultivate something about you. Like, cultivate your social skills
Mm-hmm.
specifically.
Yeah.
You better have some substance
Mm-hmm.
whenever, if you found a girlfriend
Hmm.
and people talk to you. Yeah, better have some substance. Like, don't just be the type of person who goes, "Hey, how are you? Good morning. Kumain ka na ba?" Like, brother,
I don't think people take that like unironically. I think everyone knows that like that's a joke thing, right?
no,
What? Really?
no.
People
I
take that
have,
literally?
bro, I have dated some men who only knew how to say good morning, kain ka na.
Yun
And then
lang.
when I talk to them about anything else at all, it's like talking to an NPC. They don't know how the fuck to respond.
Can you give like an example?
Bro, like, outright. There was one guy who wanted
Hmm.
to court me out. This was a long time ago, but yeah. He wanted to court me, and all he did was, "Good morning, kain ka na. Good afternoon, ingat ka sa work. ingat ka sa school. Good morning, good night.
Magulang
Pahinga
ang
ka
peg.
na. That's it. That's
Magulang.
all I did. Bro, and I'm like outright, I told him, can we talk about something else? Because this is really boring. Like, talk to me about something you did in your childhood. What's your favorite snack?
Oh, so that kind of substance.
You know, like, it's the getting to know phase. There has to be something else other than, oh, I'm a gamer guy, I play Valorant. Anything else?
Yeah. So you want someone who, oh, I mean, not you, like, you think that something that could be beneficial for modern men is like talking, having substantial conversations. Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
damn, I got this pair of shoes last night, and I can't believe how it's designed. I heard that it was designed from a blah 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 blah, like something like that.
Yeah, shit like that,
Yeah.
honestly.
Damn, these foams
Like,
are so thick, and I can do a backflip so easily, something like that, like that.
oh yeah, like go off with something that you guys can, that both of you can talk about.
Hmm.
Because if it's just a nothing burger, then might as well just quiet,
Oh yeah.
you know?
What are your thoughts on shoes? Oh, look at this. Look at this. I don't know. Look
What
at
are
this
your
font.
thoughts on leather shoes?
Oh, something like that. Huh.
Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with leather shoes, bro? What?
Hmm.
Diba?
So like,
So,
oh, so
also, ayun nga.
that's a no go question. Like, what are your thoughts on leather shoes?
Oh, like, what is that? What the fuck is that? What am I supposed to do with leather shoes? You know, me personally,
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
would be more interested if, like, did you know that people from Marikina, like, handmade their shoes from the soles to the laces? Like, this is how they make it. Now, talk my ear off about that.
Oh, okay, okay. So it just needs to have, like something. That's what you're saying.
Yes, exactly.
All right, cool. So overall, um, your thoughts on the modern dating sphere are, can you say that it's hopeful? Can you
Mm,
say that you are hopeful about, like the modern dating sphere, or is it still the same as back then, like around 2010s? Because I don't really know.
Honestly, back then, I played around with dating sites as well.
Mm-hmm.
And what almost always happens is the guy is always waiting for me to come up with an interesting topic for both of us to talk about. Like, there
Mm.
is no input from them.
Oh, okay.
That's almost always what happens. And honestly, I fucking hate it.
Mhm. So
Like,
there has
man,
to be
please.
like information presented that both know about and can relate to. Is that
Yeah.
okay? Cool.
Like, doesn't even have to be like information presented, but like, please at least carry the because it's mentally exhausting to have to come
Hmm.
up with a topic of conversation all the time.
Yeah.
Diba? At least take up some of that mental load. Don't just expect the woman to come up with something and all you have to do is act like an NPC and wait for them to interact with you.
True.
Diba?
So,
That sucks.
what do you think is like the best way to introduce a topic besides the "Did you know" thing? Yo, guys, write this shit down. Come on,
Find
go.
something, find something you are both interested in.
Mhm.
Then,
So let's say, for example, boom, thought pops up in my mind. Let's say I
mm,
know that she likes I don't know, she likes Marvel movies. So how
mm,
do I bring that up to her?
talk to her about Marvel
Yeah.
movies.
Oh, yo,
Like,
so
have you
what are your,
seen the
yeah.
Marvels?
Have you
Like,
seen blah blah blah.
hmm,
All right. Cool. So what if she doesn't know? You don't know that she knows, or let's say you just want to bring it up. You just want to bring up Marvel movies because you're a fan.
mm,
Is it cool if I say something like, "Oh, I recently watched I recently completed WandaVision. Do you watch Marvel stuff too?" Is that how you
mm.
say it?
You can
I
ask
can.
like, hey, do you watch Marvel movies or series?
Hmm.
And then you
Yeah. All right. Now I will not fail. No, just kidding. we'll, we'll see. We'll see.
You got this.
Thanks. I can do this. Now, this one's the last question for the podcast. Why are people just mean in general?
Why are what?
Why are people just mean? They're just mean. Why? What happened? Why
What
are
do you
they mean?
mean? Why are people just mean?
Like, because recently, every time I check social media sites, everyone's just arguing. You know, they just keep bickering. Like, what's up with that?
Oh, well, honestly, I think people are just really unhappy nowadays because the
Hmm.
economy is collapsing. If you're interested in something, in like a new hobby, people will bitch about it even though they have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
You know,
Hmm. True.
people are just unhappy in general
Hmm.
because the world is kind of ass right now.
Yeah. A lot of things are happening. We're
Yeah.
we're all getting bro. We're all getting broke. You know.
Yep. Pretty much. Pretty
Yeah.
much. We're all broke as fuck.
Yeah. You know, what do you think is like a healthy way to like not get affected by, like, because when I see people arguing, it just and it turns into like insulting each other. It's like pretty, you know, like what I said
Yeah.
earlier, the why don't we just get along? Like, it's not even that deep. You just like this one character from a fighting game. Why are you so mad?
Oh,
People are
that's
so mad.
always.
Come
Honestly,
on.
I'm not surprised about that anymore.
Really?
People are always sweaty about their faves. That's always happened.
Hmm.
People be sweaty about their favorites.
So, like, have you ever experienced like not being able to decide what food to eat?
Yes. In which case, I eat bulldog.
Bulldog? Which flavor though?
Carbonara.
Carbonara. All right,
I
we
love
had
carbonara.
carbonara like last month. It was so cool.
Diba?
Yeah, we bought a 6 pack and then we got like milk, butter, and cheese. It was really nice. Yeah,
Yo, sarap.
yeah,
Me, I
right.
just put the sorry, like I cook the bulldog carbonara as usual, and
Mm-mm.
then don't drain all of the water. Put it
Mm-hmm.
back in the pot. Put the sauce in, mix it up, and then once you've mixed up the sauce and the little bit of noodle water
Mm-hmm.
and the noodles, put the heat on again, and then add 2 eggs, and then mix it together.
Mm-hmm.
So you get like scrambled eggs with your noodles, and it lessens the spiciness, but also at the same time, it makes it so creamy. Like,
Yeah.
highly recommend.
Are you aware that Richie's has noodles now?
Rich cheese?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I
Richie's.
thought they just sell wafers.
Yeah, I was surprised. I went to the market one day, a grocery. I went to the grocery one day. I saw Richie's. They had like Richie's pancit canton, and then
Uh
Richie's
huh.
ramen, and then Richie's cheesy ramen.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah, they do. They do. But unfortunately, I went back. They disappeared. Yeah.
No!
But I think you can buy them online, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, it was really good. The cheese ramen. They had
Yo, I
like,
want to try that.
yeah, dry ramen, and then there's like soup, noodle soup. Yeah.
Ooh,
Hmm.
gusto ko nun.
Yeah.
Sige. When I find that, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
Cheese, no? The cheese flavor?
Yeah, Richie's. They're all cheese.
They're all cheese?
Yeah, there is cheese and then there is spicy cheese, but it's not that spicy. It wasn't really that spicy.
Oh, I thought there would be different flavors since Richie's also has Richoco.
Yeah, nah, Richie's only. They are devoted to the cheese.
Get that cheese.
Oh yeah, speaking of butter earlier, I went to Food Panda with my phone, right? I went to Food Panda. I wanted to check how much Papa John's pizza was, and then
Mm-hmm.
when you go to like an app, something pops up like, oh, there is a discount, there is a sale right now, avail, blah blah blah,
Mm-hmm.
and then the app suggested Indian cuisine.
Yo.
Yeah, Indian cuisine. Wait, let me get it. I screenshotted the thing. So it's called Big Mummy's Express. Big Mummy, as in the mummy in wraps. And I'm gonna read the menu. It's so affordable, dude. It's so affordable. Hold on. So it's all Indian. So this one,
Mm.
popular, most ordered right now, butter chicken masala from 139. Isn't that crazy, dude? butter chicken masala, and then for sharing, it's from $2.49.
That is crazy.
They got beef shawarma
So
wrap.
cheap.
Yeah, beef shawarma wrap, beef biryani, beef keema, chicken biryani. Damn.
Chicken biryani.
Yeah.
I'll try that.
So earlier you were talking about like Minute Burger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one's better? Angel's Burger or Minute Burger? The ultimate battle. I think they're the only ones like competing against each other.
Nah, bro. Minute burger pa
Minute,
rin.
mas mura sa Angels eh.
Mas mura, kaya lang kasi unang kagat puro tinapay.
Yeah, pero kasi may depende kasi din sa ano eh, sa nagluluto. Because like the chef there, I went there one time. There was a new employee because the other employees I already know.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me why, but yeah, the new employee was cooking the cheeseburgers in a different way. You know when people like while they're cooking the patty, they add in the cheese and then they let the cheese melt.
Uh-huh.
She's the only one who's ever done that in that branch. Yeah, and I was like, yo,
That's standard.
she's onto something here. And then yeah, I think if you don't have that much money at the moment and you just need to eat something, you go to Angel's Burger. But if you got, you've got a bit more cash in you, just go for Minute Burger, right?
Minute pa rin.
Yeah. I remember when I went to like a legit restaurant, like the Minute Burger restaurant place thing. I saw the, what was that? Animeal? I think that was the Animeal.
Animeal.
Nah, like they were, when Minute Burger had like anime girls and yeah, I was like, oh, whoa. And then I took a picture of it. Yeah, that was cool.
Walang malapit na branch ng Minute Burger.
Yeah, yung sa amin nga nagsara eh. Ay, meron malapit sa amin. Yeah, but I won't order right now. Oh yeah, do you have any questions for me? Like, I don't know.
Why'd you decide to invite me?
Because that's a good question. Because I thought you were cool. I'm being honest. I thought you were cool.
Aw. Thank you.
Because yeah. Boom. So why did I say boom? Boom! Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, everyone.
All right. So that'll be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We had a really fun time, really great. We talked about a lot of stuff. I hope you guys gained insight from this episode. And yeah, I appreciate your support. Please stay tuned. So yeah, stay safe, be positive, and have fun. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.